YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back into the Kholek Sun Eater Chaos campaign where we've been harassing the dwarves of the Giant Home Mountains. Hopefully they've been enjoying it. I know I have. Losers. I do need to raise another stack. I wonder which legendary lords we have available to us. We'll take a look. I'd like to be able to get Archaon and Sigvald at some point. Recruit a lord. This lord following the sacrifice of 10 sets of captives after battle. Okay, so we gotta start sacrificing people. And then he unlocks after the awakening of 4 Norsican tribes, which I think we've done 1. So let's go get those open. We can actually go use the Norsicans as a good way to get this done. Let's head back, and we're going to kind of move and replenish as we go. Get my armies put back together. And let's see how we're doing on horde growth. We got 2, and we're growing at 12 per turn. Some people were saying I could just tear down the little marauder building, which is this one. It's true. We could tear it down and replace it with something else. I don't know. I kind of like having the marauders. It's going to take quite a bit to open up one of those, but honestly, I mean, it shouldn't take us that long to get there. I think the next thing we're going to focus on, obviously, is infantry. We'll try and rush up the Chosen and get a whole bunch of Chosen infantry, because then that'll just be ridiculously OP. And then we'll use Kholek stacks to kind of train new Chaos Hordes. That way they can have really good troops right from the very beginning. But we're going to move up to Winter Pyre, and we'll put a little bit of a beat down on the Norscan tribes. Try and unlock Sigvald while we're at it. I've got an idiot stunty agent following me as well.
Direct me, dark gods.
Okay. I left the dwarves alive just so I could come back and sack them again later on. So figured that was a way of like kind of investing in the future. Let the dwarves rebuild the economy so that I can come back and wreck it again. Okay, we are ready to actually hit Winter Pyre. We're going to declare war on these scumbags. Oh yeah! It's time to beat the living trash out of these guys. Help pages. Hold on, there's somewhere okay, yeah, scout terrain. Let's see what we're up against. That's an interesting little settlement. So rather than auto-resolve this, let's have a little fun. I don't know if I should, because auto-resolve is going to be a lot nicer to me, actually. I have to deal with all these idiot Marauder Horsemen cavalry. Oof, man, that would be annoying. I do want to see the settlement, though. Let's see the map. I like these custom maps. Some people were saying they didn't like it. They all look the same. Well, it's because you only watched the first video where I was like attacking the same faction in the same area. So yeah, I mean, there's not necessarily a custom map for every single settlement. Someone may be working on that. See, this is cool though. I mean, this is neat. This is way more interesting than just like a big open field battle, in my opinion. Probably this side would give me the best spot. We could park our cannons on top of this thing. Let's throw our guys into this type of formation. And we've got a ton of chariots too. Not to mention our sorcerer and Kholek. Let's put all that up front. Let's put each one of these on a flank with these cheaper infantry, so it'll kind of support the cheaper infantry. Okay, let's see if we can get our cannons. And we should be able to pressure them out of their hidey hole with our cannons. Pull our army up here. Alright, yeah, that hill will be a good spot for our cannons to try and unleash their pain. The cannons should be able to help us get rid of a lot of the Marauder Horsemen. I don't think my chariots can catch the Marauder Horsemen. If we can get a big enough group of the Marauder Horsemen in a line or stuck together, we could use our Sorcerer to help bring them down as well. Let's fast forward a bit. Because the AI is going to want to try and camp their defensive position, but we should be able to draw them out. And then as we draw them out, we should be able to slaughter them in a choke point like this. Yeah, they're coming out, they're coming out. Let's get in here, get into the choke point. Get everybody up here. Yeah, there's the enemy lord. Take him down. Alright, let's wait just a second. Oh yeah, that's a good opportunity right there. Okay. Yeah, we got a pretty good pit of shades. We killed the enemy lord. And let's bring the chariots on in now. Reinforcements coming in. We've got the hell cannon set up to fire into the blob. I'm gonna bring the chariots through now. Get some lightning. Now, who was it that made the comment in the last video saying that the chariots were worthless? Because I think there's about 300 and some odd stunties that disagree with you from that last battle. Ooh, got a little bit of a outflanking maneuver here, but that's okay. Just come on in. We gotta keep the chariots moving. And then we'll do a rear charge. Right now Kholek's doing good. Yeah, forget them, just come over here. Ignore the horsies. Okay. Back with the chariots. So we managed to chase some of the routers. Hang on, see. 33, 50. Yeah, who thinks the chariots are worthless? It's crazy. These guys haven't even been in combat that long. They've already racked up a ton of kills. Chariots are great against the AI because the AI is fairly incompetent at stopping them.
Chaos is magic.
Yeah, we already got a route going on there. Ah, dang it, they moved right when I did my shades. Ah, no, I'm gonna miss them. Crap. Let's turn around and keep our chariots moving. We got some infantry support in. The enemy army should fall apart. Now they moved back into my pit of shades. Thank you, by the way. Alright. Chaos chariots can chase down these regrouped units. Yeah, we've got over 200 kills between the 4 chariot units already. Let's get all our units back in here. Chase off the marauder horsemen with the cannons. So let's push on into their base. There we go. Alright, yep, we're going to beat the leadership now. So, worked out good. Let's end the battle. Yeah, I like getting a hold of him in that choke point. It gave Kholek the max smashing, and our sorcerer ended up doing decently, although we missed one of those spells. Hell cannons managed to get a few kills. Yeah, I mean, who think these aren't even the good chariots, and they're already good. I know it's weird hearing it come from. Wow, we got some serious loot out of that battle. That's fantastic. Definitely have to get another horde started here soon. I'll save up just a little more money and we'll get it done. I added the some features here. We can do raise and revel, which gives us huge casualty replenishment and horde growth for one turn. You can do this sack and raise all in one, which obviously the settlement's not worth a whole lot. And then we can also do this, we get plus 15 unit replenishment, and we can awaken the tribe. Now, I didn't do the, when the tribe awakened, it says they're a military ally, so I didn't change that to where they're automatically my vassal, but I'll show you how we can do that. So we awakened them, but honestly, just like right here on this exact same turn, we can just declare war, and it doesn't really matter at this, you know, that we do this, because it's like, who likes chaos anyway, right? This is all part of the game. So now we can subjugate them. So we've awoken the tribe, which helps us unlock Sigvald, and now they're subjugated, which means they will join me in whatever wars that it is I do. And I get to replenish on their territory. So it works out doubly good that way. So trying to take some of the chaos advice into account. Unit experience and horde recruitment. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Get these. See if there's anything else over here that's worth having. Corruption. Wow, +4 corruption in the local province would actually be pretty good. We also want lightning strikes. We're going to get lightning strike. And then we'll go ahead and put one more point there. And I would like to get the corruption unlocked. Let's check out our sorcerer. He's at level 10, so he should get 2 points. Soon we can get a manticore. That'll be at level 20. I say soon. It's actually a little ways down the road. We've got all the spells unlocked. So let's see if there's anything good down here. Income from enemy buildings goes down. Additional 5% damage caused by target. Income from all horde buildings +5%, +10%, +15%. That could be handy. Horde building construction cost goes down too. Let's do that because that'll just increase our ability to field more hordes. Do any of the horde buildings actually generate income? That's a good question. I did that upgrade and I'm not even sure if any of the horde buildings actually generate income. Yeah, I don't think there's a single building that generates income. Oh yeah, this one does right here. So that was kind of a pointless upgrade I did there. But we had to go through it anyway. Yeah, so there you go. The only one is the Pillar of Skulls, apparently. I don't think any of the others do. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so the Pillar of Skulls generates a little bit of income for us. Interesting. Alright. Let's end the turn. And we'll continue the assault across the north here to awaken enough tribes to recruit Sigvald. And we have to execute some captives to get Archaean unlocked as well.
Give me lightning.
There we go. So we should be done replenishing in one turn. Well, actually, I don't want to just sit here. Let's get moving towards the next targets. Look at the dwarves. The dwarves like want some revenge for what I did to them. I'm more than happy to give it to them. Let's move here and see if they're still interested in coming this way. Maybe they need another lesson in pain and suffering here. Yeah, the dwarves. Yeah, that's what I thought. They really look like they really want to come over here and get my ally. And I really want to fight them. I'm going to get over here and get in their way. See if we can get into a fight with them. They're probably just going to run away because they know better. Yeah, they ran away. As soon as I turn my back, though, they're going to come back after my my ally.
Do you take me for a wizard?
Maybe I just need to get rid of these losers. So... Oh... You know what, though? Why would I care whether or not my ally lives? I mean, is it really any of my concern? Certainly isn't. So, I keep forgetting I'm playing as Chaos here, and I really don't care what happens to my ally. Alright. Let's move up to Aceling's Conclave here. I want to see if this is a different map. I'm probably not going to fight this because it's so little. Yeah, it is. So it's another different map. Look at that. That's interesting. Tons of maps up here. That's pretty cool. So we can do Raise and Revel, which again is going to give us the unit replenishment and horde growth, or we can do this one, which is Sack and Raise, which is just going to give us more riches. I mean, the horde growth is nice, and at certain points I probably need to do it, but again, I'm trying to save up money for another stack. So I want to go for money right now, although I definitely am interested in an additional horde growth. But since my horde is growing quite well at the moment, we'll be good. And there's an achievement I want to get by raising over 100 settlements in a single campaign. So I'm trying to whore up some of the achievements for Warhammer just because it's fun.
Your conquests strike.
There we go. Now we've got even more favor.
Enemies, mighty lord.
And I think we're just about ready to get another stack going.
I have foreseen it.
And we'll go ahead and make that next stack Sigvald, and then we'll recruit Archaon later on down the road. Looks like I've got the attention of the Skaeling, who are sending all their stacks back. Look, they got 5 different stacks, and they're trying to quickly make their way back to me, because I'm wrecking their settlements at this point. We're going to go ahead and awaken the tribe. Ooh, we picked up a filth mace. That's awesome. Alright, let's go in here, and first we're going to do this real quick. There we go. And then we're going to subjugate, which will give me that unit replenishment again. Okay. Perfect. Alright, now we should be able to... This corruption, +4 chaos corruption is going to be handy later down the road. I'm not worried about it at the moment. Chosen. So this one, Chaos Warriors and Marauders already have buffs. I don't have Chosen yet, so probably don't want to spend my skill points on that. Let's do this Eye of the Gods, which, if we get the weapon strength of Kholek through the roof and then his charge, it's going to be fantastic. We can actually bump his armor up by 15 as well. Let's work on the armor first. Okay. Let's take a look at a couple other upgrades here. I'll go ahead and keep doing this one. It'll be useful later, I guess. A little bit useful. I don't have a whole lot else I'd rather upgrade. Let's go in here. Giant Blade is weapon strength +10. The Filth Mace. So for 32 seconds, I get +22% weapon damage and can cause terror, which he already causes terror. I think the Filth Mace would probably be better. I mean, it'd be really good on Kholek, that's for sure. But the Giant Blade... Let's go with the way we have it here, and then let's go over to this dude here. And let's do the Filth Mace on him, because then he can combine it to help Kholek, and I think that'll be a cool way to do things. Income from post-battle loot and sacking settlements. We're going to put both of those on here. Perfect. And now we're replenishing, so if the Skaeling really do want to come up here and attack us, then they'll pay. We're 10 turns from finishing some of that research, which will drive up my looting and stuff even more, so we should make stupid money off all of our looting. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Get a big old fight going here. Just a bunch of marauder spam. Let's see what the map looks like. Oh yeah, we get to defend over here also. This is going to be great. We're going to get to slaughter these guys as they come through choke points. So let's fight the battle. I think we're going to come in as reinforcements, which may be a little unfortunate because of my hell cannons, but we'll make it work. We do have to watch out. They got those warhounds. We can't leave our hell cannons too unguarded. Alright, we are indeed going to start the battle as reinforcements, which means... Unless the AI... Nope. I was going to say, if the AI is smart enough to camp up there, I could go try and join them. Or, like, if they want to lure them this way. But it's going to be hard for me to move my hell cannons that far across the map. And honestly, this is, like, a really good firing range for my hell cannons. Lots of open ground that the enemy has to travel through to get here. So I'm going to actually set up out here kind of in the open. I'm going to put my Chaos Warriors kind of on a front line because they have shields and armor and should withstand the most from the enemy infantry and what's going to be an absolute hailstorm of throwing axes and other junk like that. So I'm going to set up a noob defensive geometry here. Let's get Kholek and my Sorcerer. Put these guys in here and then start moving my hell cannons into this defensive setting. It's going to take a good long while for the hell cannons to get there. Like I said, this will give me the most open territory to just fire at here and hopefully maximize the damage that my hell cannons can do. Because we're going to be up against a lot of Marauder Horsemen, and hell cannons are going to be one of my best ways to kill them. Kholek's duty is going to be to kill enemy lords. So we'll watch out the mini-map here for enemy lords. Like right there's one. Kaj of the Cool or whatever, we're gonna kill him. So killing them will help break the leadership of all the remaining troops. And you can see one hell cannon, it's gonna take it forever to get up here. One should be in position here shortly. Okay. There guys in a position. Let's get these dragon ogres up here that I misclicked. Alright, hell cannon. Now, let's get two things straight. You're not going to fire at will. I'm going to choose the targets that I tell you. Like, this to me is a decent target. These Marauder Horsemen, we got to take a lot of these. Well, I mean, but I could wait until they're more blobbed, honestly. Probably better to wait till they're blobbed. Or while I can take manual shots, too. Okay, let's fast forward. Just about got everybody up here. So the enemy should try and converge on my location, and at that point I should have two hell cannons very much ready to take advantage of their range and firepower. And I'll have my chariots ready to support. Alright. Yeah, getting all the way up onto that plateau would have taken considerably longer with the hell cannons. Probably not worth the time. Do have a couple of trolls. I don't want those guys to get into my infantry, so I'll probably use Kholek to help shut that down. If these Marauder Horsemen stop, okay, now that they're stopped, I'll fire the hell cannons at them. And we'll do this too. Let's try and get some of these guys out of here. I don't want them to just get free shots at me. Let Kholek's lightning recharge anyway. I think Kholek is blocking my shot. There we go. Yes, he was. Alright, I should be able to get those Marauder Horsemen off the battlefield pretty quickly. Let's try and fall back a little bit, lure him in. Okay, there we go. Hell cannons getting some really good shots. Leadership dropping very, very quickly on that unit. We've got some of their units blobbing up. Like I said, we'd really rather target blobs. But for now, I don't mind kind of tightening this up. We'll target some of their guys here. Let's take Kholek and my sorcerer. And we're going to have to get rid of some of these trolls. Like I said, I don't want them to damage my infantry too badly. Yeah, we got some Marauder horses blobbing up over here. Let's just kind of chase them back for a minute so I can... Oh, no, what? Right there, there's your blob. Right there, there's your blob. Okay, halberds should be able to withstand that. Like I said, I kind of like... Dang it, I keep misclicking here. Here's your blob. If I can freaking not misclick it. Give me my chariots. Okay, we got rid of those trolls. Let's get rid of these trolls. What is up with the dang misclicks all of a sudden? Having terrible problems misclicking. Okay, we got these warhounds shut down back there. These trolls should be gone momentarily. My guys are withstanding the Marauder Horseman missile spam fairly well. One of my hell cannons is blocking the other. Wait, a misfire. Did you see that? It dropped a shot right on my own infantry unit and just almost completely killed it. Geniuses. Alright, so Kholek shut down the trolls. They'll be back. Let's get back over here. Okay, please target this blob while they're still ripe. Yeah, we're gonna get savaged by the number of throwing axes here. There we go. It is really quite hard for you to miss a blob this size, so kind of like for you to take advantage of it. Kholek's lightning will take advantage of it if nothing else. There we go. Should be able to get some good work done. Okay, the trolls are back. Let's go help shut those guys down. Let's use our chariots to buy us some time, just kind of force the horsemen off our flank over here. We are damaging our own troops more than anything here. If the dragon ogres can catch these guys. Probably not. Okay, Kholek and sorcerer. Let's get back over here. Let's see if we can rout some of these guys. Where's the enemy lord? Don't see him actually on the mini-map. Let's get rid of these trolls. Hopefully the Marauder horsemen will waste a lot of their ammo on my infantry, and they are getting a lot of kills on my infantry. If I can keep a couple of my monstrous units, and just the infantry are just here kind of almost to buy me time. These guys have already used all their ammo, so they should be ripe. This blob is just absolutely brilliant if my hell cannons will just fire. Okay. Okay, so the enemy lord is way back. Alright, Kholek. Alright, I think I see some good spots for magic. I'm tempted not to use that magic on their infantry, because I think I can beat their infantry. I don't know, you fight there. Crap! The misclicks are killing me. Gotta keep the hell cannon safe, preferably. Let's throw some more units in there. Where are my dragon ogres at? Let's get the dragon ogres back over here. Just ignore them. We've wrecked those marauders pretty good. Let's wreck the warhounds. Okay, enemy lord is still a little ways back, keeping himself safe. Gotta bust up this infantry blob. Okay. We busted up that blob pretty good. My dragon ogres actually got hung out here. Which is not ideal, really. Okay, chariots, I need you over here to get these guys off my hell cannons. Let's kind of ignore this blob for a minute and head this way. I want to protect my hell cannons in case I can get them into the late game. This is going to be a little bit nastier fight than I would have liked it to have been. But that's okay, because I want to build some new buildings and recruit some new troops anyway. The biggest thing here is we have to not lose by army losses. Let's get the dragon ogres back over here. Okay, we saved our hell cannons. Kholek still got some of his magic to use here, and that looks like a decent spot. Keep our chariots moving. Dragon ogres, take those guys down. Let's keep the leadership level up. Okay, let's pause it real quick. See if we can spot. I kind of want to just keep blobbed up like this with my leadership core, just to try and create a blob. I'm going to save Kholek's healing potion. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, the AI is still coming after my cannons. Try and use that against them. Really want these dragon ogres back over here to help support Kholek. We're now getting a sufficient blob that I'm... Actually, let's see if we can blob it up a little worse before I throw down that much magic. And I'm kind of hesitant to overcast, actually, too. Let's keep taking out infantry. Remount the cannons. Alright, Kholek's over here. Where's the enemy lord? Let's go kill the enemy lord. Or actually, rout this infantry. Let's see if we can use our terror. They keep sending their cheap horsemen after my cannons. Try and use that to my advantage. Okay, take out their lord, and now is the opportunity, I think, to use the Pit of Shades. I'm not going to overcast it because I'm concerned about the damage that it's going to do from a potential miscast. Why can't I do Pit of Shades? Why can't I drop the Pit of Shades? Has to be dropped on the ground? Like, whatever. Just hit play. I don't understand why it's giving me grief about this Pit of Shades. Okay, I've never seen this happen before, where it won't let me cast the Pit of Shades. It's really quite infuriating. Alright, let's get the enfeebling foe on the enemy lord. Kholek, let's heal up. Drop some lightning in there. Let's keep our Chaos Chariots moving. Alright, Kholek's healing. If we can knock their lord literally got knocked out of the fight by Kholek. Not in the way that I wanted, which was dead, but knocked out of the fight, like, because he got whacked by a giant hammer. Alright, my chariots should be able to start really running all over the enemy units here. If Kholek and my sorcerer could finally pin down this enemy lord and kill him. Yeah, all the remaining tattered enemy infantry should be killable. Kholek, do not do anything unless it is killing this guy. Like, stay focused. It's hard to keep Kholek on task here. Let's keep the Marauder Horsemen moving. Look at this, like, Kholek just can't stay focused on the enemy lord. Like, he hasn't even hardly damaged him. He's just, like, hitting everybody and everything besides the enemy lord. I don't want to lose my sorcerer, so I'm going to try and get him away from combat for a minute. Okay, now the Chaos Lord. The Chaos Lord here is getting way more work done against Kholek than he deserves to. I'm going to get this guy way back from the fight. Alright, kill the enemy lord, and then this fight should be over. There you go, Kholek. That's the kind of hit that I've been waiting for there. Just kind of confused how the enemy lord was still so alive, knowing that Kholek can dish that kind of damage. Finish him! Alright, that's going to be it. So, definitely a nasty fight, but a worthwhile fight. Now we can just mop the floor with the survivors. What do they have back here? Just a couple infantry units that were sitting around. Oh, there's another enemy lord. Well, he'll die. Yeah, we took massive losses in this, but whatever. It's time to rebuild our army anyway. Alright, let's fast forward. Get to the end of this fight. I can't believe that the enemy hasn't lost on army light. It's got to be just this lord over here that's giving them hope. Okay, let's have some fun here. Hit these guys with some Pit of Shades. They were standing right in the perfect spot there too. Should catch up quite a few of their guys in it. Again, I'm not going to overcast any of the Pit of Shades because I can't risk. The damage. Let's take out the infantry with the chariots. Alright, the enemy lord's getting his crap chucked everywhere. Let's continue that. this guy routs, then it is definitely game over. And he should be damaged worse than he is, but since he's not mounted, he's not getting knocked around. And it's keeping them alive longer than if he was on a horse or something. There we go. Take this goon down. I've had enough of that. So we're going to pick up our victory. Ugly victory, but a victory. We're going to make sure that they lose their lords in this. Get him, Kholek. We gotta get Kholek buffed up too, because I want him to be able to use like the enfeebling foe and with that sorcerer. So Kholek racked up 367 kills. That's hilarious. So yeah, we'll get to retrain our army, but that's gonna push back the Skaeling long enough for me to replenish, because we're in friendly territory, and to build some new buildings. We've got to sacrifice the captives to make Archaon eventually come out and play. So we're gonna do that. Alright, those other scaling stacks. Ooh, a power stone. Ooh, that is good. That is really good. We're going to take that power stone and we're going to throw it on this sorcerer here, because now he can use it and we can regain our Winds of Magic stupid fast like we did in the Bretonnia campaign with the Fey Enchantress. So that is going to be huge, actually. Arcane Vortex. No. We need this building chain here so we can get Chaos Warriors. And it's only going to take one turn to do it. We are encamped, which means whatever troops did survive will quickly retrain. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of recruitment just yet, because I don't think we need to be in that type of hurry. And then with Kholek, he is pretty good. Let's finish this thick skin, get his armor up, because that'll make him more survivable. And that's all the time I have for this episode. I will see you all back on the next one. Actually, I'll go ahead and end just one more turn. But I will see you all back on the next episode. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Really? The Tylea or someone sent an army way up here? That's kind of weird. AI maybe going to try and pounce on me. It's some human faction that's got an army way in the heck up here.
No.
Osland, okay. Okay, now we can get some recruitment done. So yeah, that army shouldn't get here in time to be useful. So I can have 5 Chaos Warriors recruited by the next turn. And they're gonna be severely regretting their decision to have come north. So we can do Chaos Warriors now. I need a little bit more Horde growth. We're back down to 0 on Horde growth. But then I think the next thing I'm gonna do is a Pillar of Skulls. And eventually we'll get some armies and other stuff going. Where Horde growth is very good right now, though. It's every couple of turns I'm getting a Horde growth point. So I think we're in good shape. A little bit ugly in this one, like I said, but it'll be good in the end. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll see you all next time.